Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You guys well? You good? So I'm happy to be here as a part of, you know, helping BBC with a diversity quota. Good, yeah. Well, I'm sure some of you can tell I am descended from immigrants, which is always a contentious thing to say because, you know, especially in current society, whenever you hear the word immigrant, people start going into the rhetoric. These immigrants are coming here and they are stealing our jobs. What's happened to my country? These immigrants are coming here and they are stealing our jobs. Let me ask you guys a question. You ever seen a job getting stolen before? I've never seen a job getting stolen before. I've never seen terrorists go into an open plan office and be like, "Are you here for a secretary interview?" Yes, I am. Well, this is hijacking. You play it cool, we get this job together. No, you tell them you can work well as an individual. I can work well as an individual. I'm just part of a team. I'm very good with teamwork as well as my own initiative. No, you tell them you can use all the Microsoft Office applications, including Microsoft Access. Nobody can use Microsoft Access. That's never happened before. You know, I grew up in South London. I've never been walking down the street with my friends and a police van pulls up and says, "Can we speak to you boys for a second, please?" I'm sorry, what's this about, officer? Been a few job thefts in the area and just wanted to make some inquiries. Well, excuse me, I'm an unemployed drug dealer. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, officer. Nah, don't try it. You seem well-dressed, you appear educated, and I can see in your eyes distinct signs of career aspirations. Don't know about you boys, looks a bit ambitious. Let's do a quick check. Hold on a minute. There's a USB key here. Let's give that a quick check, Sarge. There's a CV on this USB key. How are you in possession of a curriculum vitae? I don't know what you're talking about, that must have been planted on me. You're under arrest for stealing jobs, get in the van! Imagine looking for recruitment in broad daylight. That never happens. I don't imagine any of you guys have ever been out with your friends, having after-work drinks, having a good time, and you're like, "Hey guys, we're having a great time, what a great week." Oh. Sorry, has anyone seen my job? No, guys, stop, seriously, I can't find my job anywhere. Guys, I think someone's taken my job. No, I went into the toilet, I was a paralegal secretary, I've come out, I can't find my job anywhere, and well, they've taken my maternity leave. I was gonna have a baby with that! And then someone comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, sorry to disturb you, I saw the whole thing. There was some Romanians in here earlier, and they appear to be interested in the legal profession, so, you know." Yeah, that never happens. Never happens. But I want to confess something to you guys, because I feel like we're all family now. I just want to say to the ladies in the room that it's not easy having a penis. No, I know we make it look like a lot of fun, but with great power comes great responsibility. Saying, but it's not always easy being a man, because, you know, I was on a quick check now. How many men in here are proud to still be virgins? Any male virgins in the room? Okay. One guy. That's the thing, as much as men talk about sex, we hardly ever acknowledge the fact that we were virgins at some point. We never acknowledge our virginity. Especially I grew up in South London where I never had the best sex education. While I grew up, you got sex tips like, well, you know what, yeah? If you drink Coke and she drinks Pepsi, she can't get pregnant, so... It's not helpful. I remember saying, for me, I remember what it was like to be like a virgin. I remember when I first became sexually aware, I woke up with two new friends, my virginity and my libido. But my libido was too weak and small and inexperienced to talk, so my virginity did all the introductions. So he was like, "Hey, Dane, I'm your virginity. I'm gonna make sure that you remain pure and innocent and you can have sex for a very long time. Yay!" I'm like, "Oh, how are you gonna do that, virginity?" "Well, basically, I'm gonna wait until your voice never breaks. It takes a really long time, and then you don't grow any pubic hair, so you think you have a medical condition. Yay!" Which obviously made it very difficult for me to speak to girls. So I'd be with a girl and be like, "Hey, Simone, I really like you." She'd be like, "Oh, I like you too, Dane. Maybe we should take this to the next level." And then my virginity would be like, "He does like you, Simone, but he likes PlayStation and FIFA and comic books and milkshakes and purity. Yay!" Which was tough, and then my parents would get involved. My mum would say stuff like, "Dane, your virginity keeps destroying your socks. I'm not gonna buy you any more. I'm under control. And then my virginity would chime in and be like, he's just exploring himself, and sex by himself is the safest way to have it. Yay! And that was the early part of my teenage years until finally my libido got big enough and strong enough to approach me too. And he came up to me one day too and was like, hey, Dane, can I speak to you for a second, please? What's this about, libido? Well, it's about your virginity. I was thinking it's about time that we got rid of him. What are you saying? I'm saying that we take him out. Permanently. What are you guys talking about? Is it purity and innocence? Yay! Oh, virginity, I didn't realize you were here. Why don't you come along for a ride to Simone's house? And just like that, after having that companion for 18 years, my virginity was gone in 7 minutes and 23 seconds. That's 2 R&B songs, thank you very much. And the thing is, I didn't really think I would miss my virginity, but my life was a lot less complicated before sex came along, because all I have left now is my libido, and we have very different conversations compared to what I had with my virginity. Because I'll be out with my libido on a weekend, and he'll be like, hey, Dane, you see that girl in the dress over there? And I'll be like, yeah, she must be cold. It is November. What the fuck did you just say? No, yeah, no, I see her. Oh, boobies, blah, blah, blah. Because that's the thing, once, like, your libido awakens, then it takes over your body as a man and becomes the CEO of your manhood. And it's backed by the major shareholders, the Bulls brothers. Some very heartless capitalists down there. Now, because it's tough, because despite having the best moral intentions, you've always got stakeholders with their own agenda. Because I'll come to them with very noble proposals, like I'll be like, hey guys, I'm thinking about maybe giving part of myself to somebody, getting out of the game, settling down, and raising a family. And they'll say, well, Dane, thank you for coming to the meeting. While we understand your need for paternity leave, there are still markets in Asia you have yet to exploit. Well, what does that mean? It means, until you've been with the blonde Eskimo, you're never getting out of the game. Because we down here are all about diversity, Danes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. I've been Dane Baptiste. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Cheers.